Time to begin our exciting adventure. Actually began it in Pittsburgh, but we've seen enough of Pittsburgh that we don't need to videotape it. According to Amy, that's the World Trade Center. We're in lovely Newark, New Jersey. For a long time. 5 hours and 45 minutes. We think that's our plane. Get big.
Vols dir que no ens veurà, si no ens veu no ens veurà d'altres, només pensa.
Hello.
Get. Stop.
In case of any fire occurrence, keeping your finger crossed, right? Then you have some hammers in it, which are situated one on this aisle here on the right hand side, red colored, one on this aisle, red colored. You hammer the windows, all right, and you break them, and you go out through, all right. These are the emergencies hammers, as we might say, right. No smoking in the bus, according to the Italian law, is prohibited. So, subject, I do suggest you to...
Oops, all gone. No more scenery. Oh, here it comes. This is what trucks look like in Italy. We'll edit this all out.
From the town of Genova till the west end of the Italian coast, under the hill of the Italian boot, we got another sea called the Ionian Sea. Along the east coast we got the Adriatic. This is a spa down below for respiratory illnesses, consisting of sulfur water, mostly indicated for the curing of these illnesses.
About 3 million feet straight down.
This acidity content.
Some of these places have no guardrail.
Therefore, the olive oil produced here is much better. And look what a wonderful view on the right hand side. Yes, the gem of the Neapolitan Bay, the Sorrentine Peninsula.
Oh, good lord. Straight down, I tell you.
This was the beloved spot of most of the Neapolitan kings during the course of the Middle Ages, and a beloved spot
all the
of
buses down there.
Ulysses' sailors. According to the Greek mythology, Ulysses, with his sailors, he undertook this naval expedition into the Neapolitan Bay. And they made their first stopover in Sorrento. Some of his sailors were enchanted, by the singing of the beautiful mermaids, which at the time were concentrated into the Sorrento Peninsula Bay. They fell in love, with these mermaids, and they decided to remain here forever, thus founding this village of Sorrento, which was dedicated in their honor. Sorrento deriving from Syrian, siren, mermaid, translated into the English language.
Mermaid. God.
A beautiful song was dedicated to this gem of the Neapolitan Bay. Come back to Sorrento, which is very familiar to you.
Oh, certainly.
I've heard that.
Okay.
The village of Sorrento, before the last World War, was extended till here, from that last cape on the right hand side. After the war, was divided in 4 ethnic communities.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wanted to wake up too early this morning.
Well, I did wake up around 4 and I had to go back to sleep.
So did I, because someone was humming in her sleep.
Huh?
Excuse me. Oh, no.
Oh, up on top of those over there too, huh?
Okay, let's summarize our trip so far. We flew from Pittsburgh to Newark. We sat at Newark, if you got a whole thing full of alcohol here, so we could become really happy if we wanted to. Anyway,
All I want is a drink of water.
well, that's water right down there.
Yeah, I know, but once you open it, it's open. And it's probably mineral water. I don't know, bubbly stuff.
Jeepers.
Yeah, it's bubbly.
Well, anyway, we flew to Newark. Spent 6 hours at the Newark airport. Got in the plane. Flew for 7 hours. Then we got to the airport in Rome. And we sat for 2 hours because, well, actually 2.5 hours because not everyone got their luggage. Then we drove 4 hours over cliffs. Up on the top of that hill over there is a road with not many guardrails. It was a little scary.
Oh, it's just stuff terrible.
Fanta.
Fago.
Fago. And thank goodness we can still keep up with O.J. Simpson because we get CNN here. We're going to the Isle of Capri, which is out there somewhere. Probably where the clouds are. And this guy keeps following us around trying to sell us whatever it is that's on his roof. Now that's a fishing rod. I don't know what he's trying to catch, but it must be big. Okay, we've just confirmed that definitely is Mount Vesuvius. And I said either it's that or it's the other popular volcano around here named Volcano Bill. We think it's Vesuvius. Everybody's going this way. I guess we ought to too. That must be a hydrofoil. We're hoping it's that and not that.
Deal with you. That's all.
Actually, I was to say that we do have drama meeting if anybody needs it. Oh, okay. We don't expect, so the season pretty nice.
Why did you choose it? Because we didn't want to spend 6 days. I don't care about it. So,
I would give it a kill. But I mean, it came to a point that
That's nice and fuzzy. Let's bring her into focus.
I got 4 renters. Building 1 building in Cheese. The other main building in Street is Carolina. I have.
it's different from the others.
No rain, only sun.
Really?
That's the only thing they guess on television. Wait a test.
Oh, God.
Tell us when to breathe again.
Go on, water down. Keep the faith.
Here she comes. Not easy to tape on this thing. Oh my. This is a 20-minute chairlift ride. Takes us to the top of Anna Capri. We hope. Just like a ski lift. Ow, that hurts to turn that way. We'll just look over here. This is pretty neat. Very quiet and relaxing. If I can turn around that way, you can see where Amy is. She's hoping that her shoes are tied. She wondered what happened to people that have their shoes fall off while they're on this. Like we're going pretty much straight up here for a minute. Holy cow. Kind of makes you want to take up hang gliding and praying. We're just lucky the weather's good because yesterday I had a really bad storm and none of the boats were running. How do you get off? Good question. Amazing doesn't describe this view. And here on the ledge, you look straight down for a long ways.
Call that breathtaking view.
I don't know how well the camera will show it with the videotape, but that's a very neat color of blue. This is not somewhere you want to lose your balance. There's a couple thousand feet straight down, about 2 feet away from it. No guide rails or anything. Getting your sniffing over. Amy wondered if they bark in Italian.
He does not like to see the pigeons on the ground. So this is Salerno water. Why did it go so there?
I didn't understand why, actually, why
It's you.
Not coming back. Breath.
Well, I don't think they're swimming it, because how are they going to get down there anyway? They're just looking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't even know how they get there.
Get to where?
Get to these houses. Is there a...
This whole thing is...
Oh, here?
Which close to them? That wasn't a Mediterranean range of the Apennine.
There, Amy got me on the tape.
We have the Elbe.
Oh, I better...
These 4 statues represent the 4 seasons. And every once in a while they get up and sing "Oh, What a Night."
Sounds good to me.
Maybe not. There's the other one.
I'd have never guessed it.
How often they put brakes on these things?
Yeah.
yours.
They go through break dance.
Ciao bella!
This is like a 4-lane highway. Baywatch in Italian. Looks good in any language.
de première classe Daniels. Je prends mon travail très au sérieux et j'espère que vous ferez de même.
Oh d'accord, je vous prie m'excuser.
Moi qui a un certain style, à tout à l'heure.
Ça ne vous dérange pas si je m'assois? Pas tout à fait honnête. J'avais aucune idée d'où se trouvait la victime aujourd'hui.
They must not be very creative over here because they copy all of our shows and just dub over the words.
Et vous cesserez enfin de
You don't get in.
Silvio.
Getting set to go inside Pompeii.
Grand confusion.
No.
You keep ready. Okay, let's go.
Help!
Get a good one of this.
Can I have a chair left?
Over here, please. Chair lift? Yeah. Distance. Now, the Bay of Naples is about 3 miles far away from here. About 2,000 years ago, when Pompeii was a Roman city, the ocean, the sea, was at only 350 yards far away from this gate. In fact, Porta Marina means sea gate, the entrance from the sea, from the port. So this road was going directly into the water, in that direction. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get organized like this to be able to get great film and great pictures. If you come slightly closer, it will be warmer and you avoid me to shout. We can do like this. We move, I mean, it's impossible, you realize, to visit the entire city of Pompeii. It will take about 2 months. No, I'm not kidding. It really takes that much time, to see the entire city. But during this short time that we will see Pompeii, I will show you the best house, okay? The best temples, the best roads, bakeries, and public baths. Very strong. That's a number of boats, political boats. And then further down we have the supermarket, the Macellum, for grocery, fish and meat, and the bank. Taverni Argentarie, those 4 stores there at the end in the corner. Taverni Argentarie is the money exchange place. Ahead of us, the religious center, 6 columns, the temple of Zeus, the god of gods. So, religious, business, politic, justice. Perfect. The entire square was decorated with several statues. There were public fountains like this. On the highest part of the city of Pompeii, in that direction toward the Vesuvius volcano, nearby the city walls we found a huge tank, a cistern, in which was collected a sufficient quantity of water in order to have enough gravity pressure and a good distribution of water around the city of Pompeii by using mainly lead pipes. So we have public fountains at each intersection of Pompeii. See, basin like this, where animals could obviously drink from this basin. where ladies could come over here, okay, and use these pieces of marble as a washing board.
They made sculptures of the male piece to point the way to the brothel.
The city of Pompeii. They decided to bring to the light, first of all, the city walls. Knowing the length of the city walls, they knew exactly how large was the city in it. And this area was divided in 9 regions. These rectangular pieces of marble are new, on which we can read the number of the region. REG 7 is the number of the region.
We're heading into a brothel. They put these rocks in the street so people could walk across the sidewalk because the streets were always muddy.
A different shape. The lower one is conical, and the upper stone is biconical and concave. Then we had wooden handles sticking out on the right and on the left hand side. That means that the upper stone was rotated by animals or slaves. The grain, the wheat, poured to the top cavity could be ground passing in between the surfaces of contact of the stone and collected around the base as a flour. Here we have the oven, made of brick and volcanic material.
It's like a temple and a mosaic.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Huh.
The owner of the house were 2 bachelor brothers. But I like to wait for everybody. I try to see people.
Yeah. Not the most comfortable ground to walk on.
The gargoyles are the only original pieces left. So the house built with this system was collecting the rainwater. The rainwater used to flow in this basin, collected in here, and channeled into the tank of the house for household use. Then we have 2 bronze safe money boxes on both sides for the 2 brothers. So they were living separate, each one on his own. From the private and economical point of view. Then we have the servant courtyard, this way. Apri la porta del paradiso. See the servant courtyard, where the servants and slaves were living up above on the first floor. The ground floor, here we have the kitchen, and the Lari temple. The shrine of Lares is a small temple that you will always find in a house of a Roman.
Just like Epcot Center.
After months and months of navigation, the first thing they were looking for was a bath. And it's easy to understand. So the bath system in a city like this, we had 7 public bath establishments. Imagine 7. And each bath is divided in 2 different sections, men and women. 4 rooms. In the men's section,
He did.
small. You see the skeleton feet are still in there. And this is a slave. It's a plaster cast of the slaves. Slaves were wearing a belt, as you can see. On the belt was written the name of the owner. And quite often, the nasty slaves in the night time were tied up with the belt. Okay? So Mostly of the slaves during those days were much more advanced than the Romans. For instance, the Romans, they went in Greece and they used to conquer Greece, and mostly of the Greeks were brought in Italy as slaves. But the sword is broken over here. Okay, now, this is an Italic temple, the temple of Apollo. That's the statue of the god. Sun god, god of art and music. Apollo is there standing, as you can see in this position, having a bow and an arrow. That's why he's standing like that. And on the opposite side there is Diana, the hunting goddess, sister. Italic temple because it's facing south. Greek temples are facing east. Different orientation. You can practically enter in any Greek temple.
Select from Amy.
Watching Amy try to make a phone call.
It's working. Amy? Hello? How are you?
Oh, she did. First try.
Oh, I'm fine. This is my taping, aren't you?
Yeah, your bra's fine. All right. We'll edit that right out. Show us the room.
Okay.
Not that we haven't been here for 3 days. but
Okay, we're finally showing you the room. You gotta get a shot of the bed.
Amy just fixed it up so it didn't look as slovenly as it was before.
We have tile floors, very cold in the morning. We have a bar.
Yes, and there.
I think we already got a shot of that.
TV. Ah, me. Looking very well.
Closet. Closet?
Closet. There's several things we haven't quite figured out in here yet. This is the bathroom. For one thing, okay, you got your basic toilet. Then
Oh,
you've got-
wait. This is how it's flushed. It's really cool. This right here. And
Go ahead and flush it one for us. There we go. Then you've got to turn it on too. That's what's weird. Okay, but the problem in here is you've got your basic toilet, then you've got this thing. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know whether to wash my feet in there, wash my hands in there, or pee in it. Ooh. Shower's kind of weird too. You pick this thing up, pick that up, and you have to rinse yourself. Or you can hang it up there, but when you hang it up there, you have a stream of water that runs from here clear out to there. That makes quite a nice puddle, as we found out. And of course, put this thing back here. That's good. You've got the weird electrical things. There's a note that says that we're not allowed to use electrical appliances in here because it's dangerous. But we need to charge the battery for the camcorder.
Can you see outside?
Sure we can.
Outside.
Amy's given me some of her cold that she's been hacking away at the last few days. I really appreciate it.
That's where we keep Sorrento.
You're not gonna be able to tell them much on the tape, but they don't light up quite as much. There are very few lights that are on. But right across the bay there is Mount Vesuvius. They don't light it up either. We just assume it not be lit up. We don't want to wake up covered with lava. But we went into town tonight and had Italian pizza, and it was very good.
Very good. Whoever told us that pizza was no good in Italy lied. Wow.
And they don't have any locks on these doors, on these sliding doors.
Okay.
But the criminality, as they say here, is very low. There is
We don't know what that means.
There is very little criminality. Anything else you'd like to show us?
Coke bottles.
Oh yeah, we got these little Coke bottles. And how much did we pay for these?
$2.50
$2.50, and they're not even...
each.
Yes, each. And they're... muy pequeño. Very small. They're not even... I'd say about 7 ounces. Ooh. But they're very small. They look
Italian
like...
hairspray.
Won't that be exciting? Spray Fissant. Yes. And we also have... Where's our key? That gigantic key. There it is. We don't know why, but the key is like this, and it's like an anchor.
The locks are pretty weird.
Yeah, we took about 10 minutes to get into the room, so we're pretty confident that no one could break in.
Or out.
Well, off to Rome tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
We're in Rome. We're ready for course number 3.
Oh, well, we've been drinking it.
They like their wine here. Well,
Open up. Open up.
Favorite kind of water.
Well, it's very dark, dingy, and quiet, and soldiers kind of parking.
we're heading to the Vatican. St. Peter's Basilica.
Is the way to the blessing. On Sunday at 12 o'clock, there is a paper blessing.
That's the Pope's bedroom.
And everybody stays in a square. Down the buildings over there, these are the buildings for the Vatican Museums. They're very large. The entrance is on the other side of the Vatican City. And in the Vatican Museums, there is this Sistine Chapel. That is that pointed roof with the Orient. That is the chapel where the popes are elected. During the elections, they put a pipe on the left side of the roof for the smoke. The smoke is black when the Pope is not elected, white when the Pope is elected. After the election, the Pope goes to that balcony in the center of the front of the church to give the blessing to the people gathered in the square. So there is a blessing from that balcony only.
This is St. Peter's, where we're heading to next as far as I know. Big.
We are Swiss. The 1527 was the second. The army of the the soldiers. Oh, he says they always close to me because it's a church. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Okay, so this door was the door of the church built by the Emperor Constantine on top of the tomb of Peter. That church was pulled down at the beginning of the 16th century to build a new one. So this was started 1506 and it was completed 1614. And so they used the door of the older church for the new church. This was made by Filareto of Florence. Very good. The St. Peter, a Catholic and also in the Jewish religion, was every 15 years. Now it's every 25 because they wanted to give an opportunity to everybody to come at least once in life to Rome in pilgrimage. So behind is a wall. The wall is pulled down. The Pope opens the door and he goes in first. Then the pilgrims to receive indulgences. At the end of the Holy Year, the Pope closes the door and they put up the wall again. So next time we will be open. Christmas Eve 99. Because for the church, the beginning of the year is Christmas, not the 1st of January. Okay. Come closer. So this is the largest dome in the world that Michelangelo built. The dome that built that arch here. Because Michelangelo and Bramante is the first architect of the new church, of this church, wanted a church in the shape of a Greek cross. That is a Greek cross. You see the cross here? Instead now the shape. We still have the originals, the oil paintings. They are in either churches or in museums. This was made by Domenichino.
We're back outside. Amy said she wants to spit her gum out, but she knows she'd go straight to hell spitting her gum at the Vatican. Looks like we're heading back to the bus. Columns deep the whole way around, but from this spot right here, you can only see one column. And of course, Amy's graciously waiting for me.
First King of Italy, Victor Emmanuel II. On top of the steps at right side, there is the tomb of the unknown soldier, up on top there. Oh, then left side of this.
Now we're in the heart of Rome. I bet it took more than a day to build this place. That's the back end of the Colosseum.
During the Roman Empire. So that is another hill, the Silis. And the other one is the Esquiline. So in the beginning, here there was water. This was a lake. And Nero, when he became emperor, he lived there. Then he wanted new residents. For this reason, he put the fire. He destroyed a half of the city. He put the fire down the street, down there, like with bronze nails. See the hole there? During the invasion of the barbarians, there was a big siege of the city in Rome. So Romans needed magnets, bronze, iron, to make arrows. So they made a hole to remove the bronze. So they still bronze this year. They removed the bronze where it was easy. Otherwise, these blocks, they could move in an earthquake. So you see, they are still holding together. But many bronze nails were removed. You were looking. And now, they want to cast said the people who destroyed the city were the Christians, not me. So he started with not down there. Anyway, not all women wanted to see these terrible shows. Imagine people, they used to kill each other. And then they killed even all the animals because they have even fights with animals. And then top floor, up there they were wooden seats all around for women, for foreigners and slaves. Because everybody was admitted, they had not to pay. In Rome everything was free. In Rome, not in the Roman Empire. Rome was the capital, so everything was free. Was supported by the emperors, by the magistrates. It was like a political propaganda. Now, when they wanted to be elected, they paid even for shows with gladiators. People were glad to have a show, so they were invited to vote for that magistrate. In Italian became Trevi. And the fountain, as it is, it was made by Niccolò Salvi in the 18th century. There is the date of the beginning written on top there, 1735. And it was completed, and is written there, 1762. Niccolo Salvi put in the center the statue of Ocean and a big seashell coming out from the water, like a chariot. And the seashell is drawn by two seahorses and two tritons, Hoffman and fishes. So the fountain is like the big wave they made by ocean coming out from the water. That is the statue of health, and the other one is plenty. Where there is water, there is health and abundance. And this is the reason why they started to throw coins into the water. In the ancient times, they used to throw coins in water springs to get health out of the water. Today, we throw the first coin to come back to Rome with the right hand over your left shoulder, like this, without looking at the water. So you have to go down here, there, next to the water. And then the second coin is to get married, the third one is to get divorced. This is up to you, you can do what you want. Okay, so.
Amy's digging for 3 coins already, aren't you?
So now you have 10 minutes. I stay here, take your picture, throw your coins, then you come back here. I stay here, okay?
Naturalmente Xantia ha anche una vita con un rafforzato. Xantia. C'è qualcosa di nuovo nella carta American Express. Ogni volta che la usi. Per dire, da un po' vende 25 e striscia la notizia. Non è che uno deve nel cuore. No, cose così, no, è una cosa per dire soltanto che anche stasera ci siamo. Striscia la notizia. Esatto. L'argomento è niente meno che la N di Napoli. Ne abbiamo 4, pensa un po'. 4 milioni. Adesso Claudio è rientrato in Roma. 900.000 per la riva. La R di Rudy. È Rudy. È Rudy. Ok, mi spiace Rudy, si è dimenticato di lei. Ok, allora, andiamo avanti, vediamo quello che fai. La S di Savona.
Well, now I know that.
Possiamo cominciare. Mare Claudio. Un jolly per Claudio.
Let's see you figure out the puzzle, smarty.
E si assicura un altro jolly. Claudio, 2 jolly,
Are you recording?
Are we recording?
Yes, we're recording.
Okay, we're at the Rome Hilton.
Stand in light so we can see your face. You're hopeless.
I've had champagne. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm going to show you our room. Okay? Let's see. Room is right over here.
Full of you.
Keep.
Okay.
Got these little holes in it.
By the way, Amy is over her cold, and the reason she's over it is because she just transferred it into my account.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Come on in.
I think I will. This is the room.
We've already been here. Okay. Let's see. This is our television, much nicer. Much nicer
Voila.
than at home.
It gets
Oops.
Wheel of Fortune, as you've already seen.
You don't know what this is.
But we want one.
Cool. Our couch. Our bed. Our complimentary mints.
Oh, I didn't get a complimentary mint.
Right there.
I'll remember that.
We keep Rome out here on our balcony.
I think we ought to show them the balcony in the morning when we can see the balcony.
Yeah. This is our balcony.
That's where the balcony is, though.
We'll show you later. You gotta see this. You
Yeah.
gotta see this.
The bathroom is its own separate entity.
This is twice as big as our bathroom at home.
Especially because it's got the mirrors, that's probably why it looks so big.
We got another one of Alan's.
Now this
favorite
thing
play toys.
really blows my mind. I think you're supposed to clean your feet with it. I really do. But it's possible you could pee in it. You've got a chair over here where you can sit down and look at yourself in the mirror.
Oh, cool.
Cool what?
Because you can look into one mirror and back into the other. So you can see a lot of yourself.
They call that infinity.
Oh, infinity.
That's Amy Infinity.
Okay. We have a real shower. And a wide bathtub.
Is that a phone?
So I can fit in. I think
We have
it
a
is.
phone at the toilet?
I don't know.
We probably just call room service.
Probably. Maybe somebody will come up and explain to us how this toilet works.
You tell me, what would a person need to do with this that you can't do in that? Or this?
That's mighty nice.
Yeah, this sink is about...
Oh my God, look into that thing. Oh, Alan, you can see every zit you've ever had.
Oh, man. Hello. Yeah, that makes you a little big, doesn't it? Is this annoying the home viewers?
Oh, we have carpet here.
Probably.
We have carpet.
Do we?
Yeah. Oh, we won't have tile floors in the morning. That's nice.
Yes.
So anyway.
Oop.
This is our room.
We may not be coming back. Home, that is. Complimentary English European newspapers.
These are all of the souvenirs
Oh, gee.
that we bought. Let's see. We got Matthew a nice sweatshirt. I bought a really expensive cameo.
She'll probably donate to charity, just for the record.
Hard Rock Cafe shirt. Right after we got back from the Hard Rock Cafe, and we didn't bring anyone else t-shirts.
There is no Hard Rock Cafe. They do have shirts out.
And various other things.
At Sundries.
Yeah.
Where do we keep the NyQuil?
They're not bad.
This is the bag where we keep the NyQuil. I'll be drinking about a bottle of it right now, so that hopefully tomorrow, when we tour the rest of Rome, there might be a chance I can breathe and smell what Rome smells like. What day is this now? Wednesday. Wednesday morning, we're back at the Coliseum, just took a taxi ride. And the gypsies are supposed to be very interesting, so we're going to be on our guard. That up there's the forum. Archie's.
These three.
Eh?
These three.
The cat of the Colosseum. Obviously we're inside the Colosseum now.
Depósitos de armas, aparatos, etc.
Sun's not in a very good place to
Tenían tres
get some good
corredores
shots, but
circulares
we'll try.
con aberturas que permitían una funcional comunicación entre los distintos sectores. En las paredes perimétricas había una serie de 30 nichos en los que probablemente se hallaban los montacargas que servían para aislar al nivel de la arena a animales y gladiadores. En la la construcción se aprovechó rápidamente la depresión del lado de la Domus Aurea. They're higher, the first level. That was his place, together with the rest of the and over there you can still see some of the marble covering the seats. You must imagine that the inside part was completely made with marble and so placed for 50,000 spectators. This is the only part left. All the rest is gone. No seats anymore. Because mostly the marble has been used again in the time of Urban VIII to make the pavement of the Church of St. Peter. Yeah. So, there was one entrance for the gladiators when they started to battle. Of course, first of all, they had to greet the emperor, and then they started the performance.
Come mai mancino? Allora come vi prendo tutti e prendo lo sfondo.
Come?
Prendo tutti e prendo lo sfondo.
This one's the Arch of Constantine, if I remember right. And that one's the Arch of Titus back in there. Were you paying attention?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Wow, how about that? Well, I haven't been robbed yet. Keeping our eyes open. Most everybody else in the tour group said they saw gypsies, and a number of people got robbed by them. Little kids will come up to you and try to give you babies, and while you're trying to figure out what they're doing, they're stealing stuff from you. We're not stopping until we get 101 different views of the Colosseum. Should be about 95. Meanwhile, back at the Colosseum, we wanted to get a ride on the horses there, but we don't know if they're giving rides or how to ask for a ride. We're never gonna get across the street, so we may as well videotape. Uh-oh, Amy's home.
Let's get out.
Amy's favorite kind of cars. They fit in your overhead compartment. Now that it's light out, you can see what our balcony looks like. Actually, there's this part of the balcony, and you can go back there, and it stretches clear back there. Well, we're back at the Rome airport, getting ready to leave. Big place, crowded place. All you have to do is walk up any aisle and you see every religion in the world.
The guy was in, I can't even think of his name.
Are you folks ready to leave?
You better.
Yes.
Just a couple hours, you'll be home.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple hours now. Oh,
Did you have a good time?
wonderful time.
What was your favorite part?
Chairlift to the top of Capri or Anna Capri.
That's what I was thinking myself. Quite a view.
Quite a view.
This is the Swiss Alps. Well, we made it back from Rome, despite the fact that we had a bomb threat on the plane on the way over. Of course, we didn't find out about the bomb threat until we were already many thousand feet in the sky and had no choice but to ride the plane. But we made it back to Pittsburgh. I thought I'd recap the trip just a little bit. Of course, we flew from Pittsburgh into Newark, which is right here. Then we flew from Newark to Rome. Let me get my Italy map. We flew to Rome, which would be yes, right over here. Right over about here is where Rome is. Then we drove down to Sorrento. That was a 4-hour bus trip down to about here. Then we went to the Isle of Capri, saw Pompeii. Then we traveled back to Rome at the end of the trip. And then we flew back to Newark, which you've already seen the map. That concludes our videotape. I hope you've enjoyed it.